Hi friends and welcome. My name is Rochelle and I'm a facilitator here with New Leaf Foundation. In this practice, we're going to be focusing on recovery for athletes. We're going to do this by targeting the major joints in our body, so the neck, the shoulders, the hips, the knees, the ankle, and really focus on increasing and recovering our mobility with a few different exercises. We're also going to do a little bit of a mindfulness meditation, and that's going to support our minds to get into the zone or the flow to be able to really perform our best on the field. Now, recovery days are so very important, so feel free to use this on a no game day, but also you can use it as a warm-up beforehand or a cool down afterwards. So really multi-purpose, multi-use, and I hope that you're excited. I'm excited. Let's get into it. So for this practice, I brought a little stool, and for you that might be a wall or something else, but I want us to take this practice on really easily, so I brought out my stool so I could make it as easy for myself as possible. So I'm going to bring my hand here on the stool or the wall if that's what you got, and we'll lift the right foot up. And as we lift our right foot up, we're just going to circle our ankle around. And as you circle your ankle around, you might notice some cracking, some creaking, and know that that's completely normal. If it feels stiff in certain places, also know that that's normal, but I want you to take note of it, right? Sometimes this is good information to have, especially when we're playing a sport. Okay, and then we'll switch legs. We'll go opposite ankle, just around in a circle. For myself, I find that each side I do this on actually feels completely different. And if that's happening for you, I think it's normal. I actually know it's pretty normal, so don't worry too much about it. Okay, so now that's just the ankle. We're gonna switch, but this time we're gonna shake the foot. And we're gonna pretend like the foot is like a fish coming out of water, and it gets really like wobbly. And we're also gonna shake out a little bit through the knee. So there's a feeling of like vibration moving up the leg. Now, how hard you kick is totally up to you. I started off gentle, but you can go a little harder if that's what feels comfortable, right? Okay, now we're gonna try to the side. Okay, and then we're gonna try to the back, right? Tipping the weight forward so it helps you to stay balancing, right? For 3, come back forward, 2, come back side, and back, 1. Let's bring that foot onto the floor. I'm gonna bring this stool off to the side. If you have a wall, you'll just switch arms, right? And then here we go, kicking out through the foot and the ankle. Right, so the tissues in our ankle, like the structure, is actually kind of elastic. So I want us to play with that feeling of like kind of stretching the elastic of those tissues as we flick out. Okay, let's try side. And back. And again, forward. Right, notice if you're holding your breath. See if you can allow your breath to be pretty soft. Last time, side. And back. And forward. Okay, nicely done. Let's bring both of the feet down to the floor. Okay, we'll step our left foot forward and our right foot back. How big your stance is completely up to you, right? And we're gonna try to keep the hips forward facing. So I'll turn this way so you can see, and then I'll turn again on the other side if you need some extra support here, right? Let's bend into the front knee, and then let's bend into the back knee. So the back knee never really touches the ground. It just kind of hovers there, and then press that knee up towards the ceiling. Okay, let's try that again. Bending the knee, and then lifting the knee. Okay, this last time we're gonna bend the knee and hold. Bring your arms out in front of you like little fists, and then we're gonna go side to side. Side, side, side with the upper body. For 3, for 2, and 1. Okay, bring the hands back to the hips. Let's step up. Whew. All right, this time, left leg steps back. And I'll turn this way. I'll turn this way so we can see. All right, so as much as feels comfortable, the longer stance, the kind of harder it becomes. So you decide, and then you're gonna bend here through that left knee. The knee never really touches the floor, and we just hold it here for a moment, okay? And then lift up through the knees, straightening. Noticing where you feel a stretch, and then we'll do it 2 more times. Lower and up. 1 more time, lower and up. Okay, we're gonna add on lower, arms come out like little fists, shoulder height, and side to side. 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's bring our feet together. All right, nicely done. We're gonna come down towards the floor. I'm gonna get my stool completely out of the way now. I don't think we need it. Okay, and as we come down to the floor, we're gonna step our right foot forward, right? And turn the right foot out towards the side. So it kind of looks like it's on a diagonal. Bending the knee past the ankle and bring your hands onto the floor here, right? You might sway a little forward and back. I like to sway forward and back because it kind of helps me to get a bit deeper into the stretch. Here, I'll turn this way so we can see a bit better. Forward and back. Okay, now you can stay like this, or you can tuck your back toes under and get a little bit into the toes too. There we go, for 3, for 2. Okay, I'm gonna hold now for 1. You might bring your elbows onto the floor. That's an option. I can't do that today, so that's where I'm gonna stay, is up on my fingertips. You decide. Let's take 3 breaths here. And if you need to take a break in between, please do. All right, let's lift up that back knee. So we've done that before. We're gonna slide the back foot in, turning both feet forward. You can't really see me now, but we're gonna drop the head. Take a breath in and a breath out. Breath in and breath out. Okay, now we're gonna turn the left foot open to the left. Boom. We'll be on our opposite side. Bring the back knee down to the floor. My toes are already tucked under, so if that's feeling comfortable for you, you can stay, or you can give it a few repetitions to warm up. Open the left knee out to the side, again in that diagonal, and let's just try to find our little rock. Rocking forward, rocking back. One of the reasons we do this so many times is because it gets the tissues of our body kind of familiar with the shape or familiar with the stretch, and we have more opportunity to possibly go deeper if that's what our body is feeling for, or, just get more comfortable with the motion. You can stay with the rocking, or you can pause the rocking and bring your hands to the floor or your elbows to the floor. Let's breathe here. And I like to pretend that my exhales can bring a little bit of softening to the spaces that feel really hard or really cramped out. Okay, let's take 3 more. Okay, let's lift up our back leg. Okay, turning towards center, dropping your head, and then slowly, slowly, we're gonna roll ourselves up. Okay, bring your hands onto your hips, look up towards the ceiling, press the hips forward, taking a little back bend, and then bring your chin in towards your chest, and then roll yourself all the way back down. We're going to move through this about 4 more times just to see if we can get a bit more movement in the spine. So here we go. Let's roll up. Hands to hips. Press hips forward. Lift up through your chest. Lift up through your chin, looking back. And then rolling down. Right, allow your arms to be really soft. And then roll up. Okay, 2 more on your own, and I'll stay quiet for a bit, just so we can feel into it. If you go faster than me, that's okay. You might just add an extra one at the end. Let's come back to standing when it feels okay. I'm not quite sure where it's going to be most comfortable for your feet, but you might bring them in a little. Bring your arms behind you and we'll interlace the fingers. Okay? We'll pull the elbows away, pull the hands away, and then reach the hands up towards the ceiling, bending through the hips. Okay, now reach your hands back towards the floor and lift your chest up, eyes as well, chin as well, and then again. Bending through the hips, lifting through the arms. Okay, let's do that one more time. Come up and back down. Ooh, we'll come back up to standing. And with the right arm, we're just gonna go around in a circle. Now, lost my words there for a second. Okay, we're gonna twist through the body as we circle through the arm. Let the elbow be lazy, let the hand be lazy. And this can also help if your neck is a bit stiff. You can just follow the hand with your eyes so that the neck becomes a part of the motion. Okay, let's go forward. Okay, and slow it down, switch arms. So we allow our body to move. If our hips want to turn, we allow our hips to turn. Okay, and then forward. Okay, we come back to center. Your feet can be wherever feels comfortable. So I'm going to go a little closer together, and we'll bring the head around in a circle. Okay, switch directions of your circle. Again, switch directions of your circle. Now, the next time your ear goes to your right shoulder, bring your arm around and just give it a little bit of a pull, just a little. Okay, and then come back to center, left ear, left shoulder, grabbing onto the opposite side of your face, pulling down. And then we'll come back up to center. Interlace your fingers behind your head. Bring your chin in towards your chest, but also allow your shoulders to round behind you. And then we'll roll up. The last thing that we're going to do is for the whole spine. So bring the feet out to your hips. We'll go around in the circle with the head. But then we're going to start to include the shoulders. We're going to go to one side bend, lift the chest, and then the other side bend, then drop the chest. And then let's switch directions. So we go all the way around using our whole spine. The head is always involved. Okay, let's switch directions last time. And then we'll bring the head back up to center. Let's bring one hand to the chest, one hand to the belly. And simply feel your breathing here. You might even feel your heart beating. And if you notice that your mind gets distracted, that's okay. You can even keep your eyes open and look around your room, or if you're outside, look around your space. And I want us to scan through our bodies to notice if there's any tension, right? If there's any tension in your jaw, can you soften your jaw? If there is any tension in through your shoulders, softening through your shoulders. If your knees are really locked, maybe even a little bend or a feeling of bounciness in the knees. As you exhale, can you allow your whole body to get a bit heavier? Okay, let's take 3 more breaths together. And when you have completed your 3 breaths, you can drop your hands. Take a minute simply to notice how you're feeling, right? And you can be feeling something mentally, emotionally, or you could feel something in your body. Let's give it a word. For me, I'm feeling a little loose. I started this practice feeling so tight. So I want to thank you so much for coming to practice. And I hope that you have a good recovery day or warm up or cool down. It's been a pleasure. Bye for now.